What is up, guys? Welcome back to the 1-2 Punch Podcast, episode 20. Woo, woo. Woo, woo. On this side, maybe I shouldn't say that. On this side of the couch, we got Finn. On that side of the couch,
we got your boy Juan.
Very excited to be back. Juan is dying.
I am dying.
I am not. So
I am dying. So you're
if
gonna
your
hear
boy's
me
a little
sniffle.
tired,
Yeah.
you know, if he's a little sniffly, a little sad, a little crotchety,
It is.
he's doing his best to be here for y'all.
Actually, the cool update too for the fans out there, for the audience, for you, Zeke. I am moving. I got a house, so we're just moving into the house over the weekend.
That's
so
why he's
I
dying.
didn't get to watch the fights the way I wanted to, but I got my boy here helping me out, and I did watch. Obviously, I got Instagram like the rest of y'all, so I'm just blowing up my phone with all these little.
So it's going to be a very, very fun episode for y'all today. As usual, we're going to do our recap, and then we're going to get to our predictions for the Bonfim versus Belal Muhammad fight night. And also a quick update for y'all. I know you've been seeing the reels. Those come out on Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. Our episode, as usual, comes out on Wednesdays. We are going to be splitting our episode into 2 segments instead of one big one. So Wednesdays, as usual, you're going to have your predictions, your recap, all that good stuff. Now, Mondays, we're going to be having an additional separate topic like we usually have in these longer episodes. So, for instance, this next video on Monday is going to be top 10 fighters who never won a belt. So it's going to be just fun, topical stuff like that. We'll probably get back to like our weight class champion bracket. You know what I mean? We'll probably be doing solo videos of that. Top 10 strikers ever, top 10 grapplers ever, all types of fun stuff. Drafts, lots of good stuff planned and in the drafts.
Yes.
So anyways, getting to this recap. And first of all,
subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell below. We want to hear what you have to say. We miss you guys. We think about you guys all of the time. We're writing notes, making plans, going to the headquarters, the war room, making all this cool planning stuff. So, and the mastermind behind the show, our boy Finn. So if you ever think that you need somebody, no, it's just yourself. It's just yourself. It's just the team. It's just who you are, what you mean. But yeah, we're going to kick it off with, obviously, the prelims of the fights. We got Loma Luka Booma versus Jacqueline Arimer.
Loma Luka Booma. Okay, Jacqueline Amarin. Amarin getting the first round submission. Very easy for her, not
I think we went for her too, right?
Yeah, we did. We both thought that she was going to win this fight. This was pretty much exactly how I thought this fight was going to go, albeit it ended even earlier than I thought it was going to end. It's crazy. This is at strawweight, but Loma is literally small for the division.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, you could clearly tell that Jacqueline, I mean, she's just a better grappler, of course. She got the early submission, but Loma is just not big for this weight class. She's a solid kickboxer. You know, fun, decent fighter, but just always has struggled against the like middle to higher level of competition in this division. Shout out Amarin. Oh, that armbar was disgusting, bro. Loma was not tapping, and I thought it was going to get broken, honestly. She was, like, holding the arm this way, holding the arm that way, trying to find that right spot, and it was just absolutely disgusting.
By the way, the spot was right the entire time. She was just twerking and moving at the same time.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. And this was a solid fight night, by the way. I thought it was some really good highlights from top to bottom. Next up, we got Zhu Kongji versus Rodrigo Vera. Yeah, bro. I don't have much to say about this one, but that was a gnarly knockout. Vera 22-1. Excited to see what he does next. And, bro, this one kind of made me sad because, like, the crowd was really, really cheering on Zhu, and then he just got absolutely clobbered.
Yeah, my goodness.
Next up, we got totally my favorite fighter. Nah, I'm just playing. Angela Hill versus Yang Jingmen. This was a great fight. Probably, maybe the best fight on the card. I mean, possibly. Just really high pace, frenetic pace. I mean, yeah, these people,
224.
they threw like damn near 450 strikes combined, you know what I mean? And really the difference maker here was Angela Hill's aggression, power, size. She just definitely had some size on Zhang in this strawweight division. And honestly, Angela Hill has pretty good size for this division. I feel like she's pretty... she can be physically imposing at times. She improves her record to 19-16, which, like, again, I have so much respect for anyone that can make a career out of this sport that like doesn't become a champion. I mean, I have respect for anyone in the sport, but like I just feel like there's something really commendable about being like you're clearly never going to be a champion, but like you're going to work, you're clocking in, you're getting your hours.
Yeah.
And Angela Hill clocks in, bro. She's had a lot of fights in the UFC.
She's a veteran too. She's very smart on the feet.
Definitely, just really, really crafty on the feet. Really good.
What really sets her
kickboxing,
apart
Muay Thai.
is that intelligence, like using her veteranism in the right way. With like, I know I'm gonna play the games, so the game don't play me.
And I think
Cash that to the game. We take no receipts. Living a life like you just don't mean. I'm hot and I'm warm and I just want meat. I don't know. I got nothing.
Yo, clip that. I'm hot and I'm warm and I
just want to eat meat.
That sounds better when you put it like that.
I know.
Shout out Angela Hill.
We're cooking.
Next up, we got Ray Saruya versus Louis Garul. This was probably in my top 2 or 3 most anticipated fights of the card, just because we were very impressed by Garul's performance, like 2 weeks ago or something like that?
But very worried that after that, he just took this one.
Yeah, we both went for Saruya on this fight. And to your point, it was just like, man, especially, I mean, he's usually a flyweight, and this was at bantamweight, so helps a little bit. But just 2 weight cuts, even in the span of like 2 months, much less 3 weeks, is just horrible for you to the degree that these guys cut. I'm sure it's a sizable cut, even to bantamweight.
And Luis Garul did wasn't not taking damage in his last fight too. He took a lot of shots.
Big, brutal fight.
He overpowered with strength, but he was eating a lot of jabs, a couple crosses, got into scrambles and all that bit. But yeah, he won it. But like 3 weeks, like your face gets tender. It feels that. It's like a bruise.
You can't be physically
like
healed
that
up.
day. The bruise doesn't look bad. You can press it, but like after that, especially on your face, like a week goes by, then it starts feeling randomly more tender. And 3 weeks, like, you go against a monster, so you want to make sure that you're 100% for these monsters, and especially in the bantamweight division and flyweight division.
Yeah. And Ray Saruya, if you guys don't know, well, first of all, he's had about a year off, and his last fight around a year ago was Joshua Van. Not a particularly close fight. Joshua Van kind of shut him down, my goat. But anyways, he's like to this point of Louis Garul just fighting. Yeah, technically he has been more active, but Ray Saruya has had a year off to just hone in, prepare for his next fight. I mean, I'm sure the weight cut was fine with that much time off, and he fucked him up, to be honest with you, man. I mean, he just looked like he had a lot more energy in there. His grappling looked really, really good. His striking looked improved from the Joshua Van fight. I mean, obviously he's fighting a worse striker, so of course it's going to look better, but just technique-wise, it looked a lot cleaner than the Joshua Van fight from my memory. And man, he jumped on that back and he locked up a neck crank and did not let go. And Garul, rightfully tapped out. But I'm really excited to see what Saruya can do in this flyweight division. I'm gonna assume that he's gonna be staying in that division for now.
I would.
And he looks like a really solid grappler with, pretty decent striking. So I know it's a rough division, like I always say. There's a lot of really skilled people, but the more the merrier.
I'm sorry. The people you beat, you take their skills. I say.
Yeah, I think if you look at it, I think if you have the right mindset, that a lot or your first loss early in a career to someone that becomes a champion, it's like you really shouldn't be something that weighs on you that much. You know what I mean?
Especially in this sport, you have to be a goldfish.
Totally, bro.
You got to forget everything, and then there's people that
learn from it and then forget the pain of the loss. You know what I mean? Yeah, totally. That. I could not agree more. Next up, we got Quileng Aori versus Cody Haddon. Yeah, this fight, let's see, Cody Haddon 9-1. I didn't realize his record was that good. And, geez, Quileng only landed 12 shots. I mean, this was a shutout, man. Cody Haddon landed 84 strikes. That is 2 of 6 on the takedowns. And, man, he just honestly dominated this fight. That's all I got to say. Shout out Cody Haddon.
Next up, we get to see him in the next fight.
Next up we got Ming Ding versus Jose Henrique. This was kind of a funny fight. I mean, first of all, the discrepancy in their records is crazy. Jose Henrique 9-1. Ming Ding is 35 and 10. That, I mean, like I said last week, just having that many fights before you get to the UFC is just absolutely crazy.
Yeah. And I don't know if it benefits them sometimes. Because the wars you're going to get into the UFC compared to the wars
you don't need
get
that
in the local,
much experience before getting to the UFC, I don't think.
Because I think what you need is like that hunger.
Yeah, that's
early
true.
on.
I don't think you want to enter the UFC just already being like, this is just a career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you want to at least enter with the drive of thinking you have a chance to do something. You know what I mean? Even if you don't, and then you discover, okay, I can just make a job out of this. That's cool. But
especially in the biggest organization in the world, which is the UFC, comparatively to like a local regional scene, stuff like. So like that's when like pro fighters go fight pro for a little bit, but like try your best to market and try to get into the money making business.
Yeah, I agree. And this was a pretty close fight, honestly. I mean, Ding was like slamming those leg kicks, even though Enrique was trying to pretend like he didn't care. He was like shaking it off, like, nah. But man, I mean, he was so tall for this division, and I don't know. He was really hyping himself. I mean, I get it. I think it was his first UFC win, so I get why he'd be hyping himself up afterwards. Not sure if I believe he's gonna really do anything in this welterweight division, but nonetheless,
I don't know. He looked very sluggish.
I would agree. But shout out to him. Next up, last fight on the prelims, we got Luis Felipe Diaz, round 1 TKO versus Lee Yi Suk. Yeah, man, Luis. First of all, physically looked crazy in there, bro. That guy was muscled up.
He looked like a guy I used to work construction with.
Action figure looking motherfucker, bro.
I was like, you should be doing anything else but this. Maybe I was working with Luis. Who knows?
Dude, it's totally possible, bro. Just walked him down to be honest with you, bro. That was a beatdown. Yeah, 21 strikes, 1 knockdown. Just brutal, man. I don't think I've seen Luis fight before, but I'm definitely going to be looking forward to his next fight if he's fighting anything like that. First fight up on the main card.
We got Jack Matthews versus
this one.
What?
We got
it's the nut shot
no contest because it's gray.
We got a flyweight Alex Perez versus
Sue Majeri. Man, this one kind of made me sad because I'm a Sue supporter. You know, he's not anything crazy in this flyweight division, but he's always exciting, and he's one of these just like finish or be finished guys. He's just always in these bloodbaths. I'm trying to remember who. Oh yeah, his fight with Matt Schnell was insane.
Oh shit,
absolutely insane. That's a banger. If you guys haven't seen that one, would highly recommend it.
I was kind of disappointed on the Alex Perez side of this because I'm like in my head I'm like well, you can take a nut shot onto the cup and still be fine. But the way that he was hit was almost barely at the end of the toes. It looked like it should have hurt Sue's should have hurt Sue's foot a little bit more than that because it kind of like it did like a flick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, that could have hurt your toes. But then Alex Pereira waiting for like 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and then I'm like, oh, they're gonna call it. I'm like, I don't know.
If you can't fight, you can't fight. But yeah, it was kind of like, he just got dropped.
He got dropped.
He got kicked in the nuts. It's like, okay, maybe he was kind of like, all right, bro, like let me get a. This isn't my day at work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't know if y'all think they should rematch. I wouldn't necessarily be against that. Alex Perez, solid fighter. Sue, really fun fighter. As always, flyweight has some fun stuff going on.
But you guys let us know what you guys think about this Alex Pereira. Did he like fake it to make it? Was it actually that kick?
Yeah.
But obviously, to let us know, you gotta like, subscribe, comment below, hit the notification bell down, and then kind of give us a nice, noted, detailed description about how Sue's toes touched Alex Pereira's crotch.
Yeah, give us a male anatomy
in a way that the cup would have like done a flippity flopper into maybe he actually hurt his the rear end because the cup's reached all the way. I don't know. It could have done something more. I don't know.
Science lessons on nut shots over here.
But I will give a science breakdown of this welterweight fight that happened between Jack Matthews and Carlston Harris. It was a smoke show. Jack Matthews was out boxing. That was a good transition, though.
It was a good transition. So then you like Jack Matthews and Carl Stan.
Oh
no, you're good. You're good. It was. I just love the way you pronounce some of these fighters. But let it continue. I'm sorry.
But it was amazing. Jake was smoking him in the boxing. He was clean. He landed every time, every power shot. There's a couple beautiful hook,
some nasty combo,
cross jab crosses. It was amazing. Carlson had nowhere to stand on.
Oh yeah, he was really outstriking him.
Yeah, there was no Carlson
Harris,
kept trying to throw offense, but Jake already started so much. It's hard to tilt the needle to the other side once you start.
Momentum.
Yeah.
But
shout out
to Jake Matthews, man. And I feel like his boxing was not always this good, bro.
No, it wasn't. That's why, when I said he was gonna make, I feel like there's gonna be something to like him in the welterweight division. Might be like much more than I potentially think.
I feel like I've seen. I mean, he's been in the UFC for so long, and I feel like there was like a distinct point in time where I was like, okay, I know of Jake Matthews, and I'm like, this guy's okay, like da. And then like 4 or 5 years ago, he started like. Really, he got a couple knockouts against people that I thought were pretty good strikers, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
It looks like his striking has matured.
Definitely, like bro. And he's more aggressive.
Instead of like straight offense, there's like a sprinkle of defense naturally built into his offense. So every time he throws, they throw something back. He's ready for the defense to fire back in. I think I think a lot of fighters we've been noticing too, like these last like 2-3 years, have been like having this like new sense of like I am good. I am in the UFC. I am at the highest level. I can win and I can beat people that are in front of me. And we've been noticing a lot of guys that have been in the back scene that have been in the organization pretty fun. Like Andrew Feely was a good one. We didn't think that you would be this good, and then you guys are this good all of the time. And we forget that sometimes, especially with the new talent competition that's trying to make it through past some of these veterans that have been in the organization as long as they have. Yeah,
bro. And I feel like speaking of Feely and like guys like Jake Matthews, like these are guys that are like they're probably not gonna be really ranked like that. You know what I mean? Like they're really like at the highest, like top 10 or further down. You know what I mean? Not top 10. I mean like 10 or further down. You know what I mean? And it's like I feel like people are always talking about the talent level, and I'm like, I think that's just heavyweight and light heavyweight. Some of these other divisions, there's like 30 to 40 guys that are really good.
But I do think that maybe for Feely fans and bantamweight.
Yeah, or featherweight, right? Featherweight. I don't know, one of those.
Featherweight, and then Jake fights at welterweight. I think some of their rankings are very popularity based. I do see these guys' skill set and how they fight being able to get in there without the popularity. So it's like if they have the
opportunity.
I feel like they'll be able to grab it. Okay. I don't know it sees what type of opportunity, obviously, but I do think they have the skill set to bang in there with absolutely anybody. But trying to get the win is absolutely to them. Like they have to see if they can pull out the win. But I do think that I rank getting Philly or Jake or some of these guys in the lower parts to be like, oh, we're moving your way up instead of you staying down there too often. Just give you a shot.
Yeah, that's fair. Next up, this was a nasty finish, bro. Kai Asakura versus Cameron Smotherman. I was really happy to see Kai get that win.
Same. I like him a lot.
Moved up to bantamweight. Just honestly, one of the more flashy strikers in the UFC. I mean, he just loves to style on people. And we were talking a little bit before the show because he just looked so impressive in this fight. Obviously, he had his loss to Pantoja, which nobody can knock him for that. I think it was like his first or second fight in the UFC. He lost to Pantoja. I don't care about that. That does not matter at all.
Same thing as the other fight, Sayura, that lost against Van.
Satsuro. No, what the Jesus Christ. Saruya, other Japanese fighter. Kai Asakura, he just looked so good in this fight, and I'm like, how did this guy lose to Tim Elliott? Like, respect to Tim Elliott, but this seems like the type of fighter that would knock Tim Elliott out for me. A very explosive, athletic guy. And I guess maybe his grappling is not like that. Maybe that's really
Tim
the
Elliott
answer.
Does have some weird
maybe that's just something that I have to accept. But also, Juan was mentioning maybe he's just not meant for flyweight at this time. You know what I mean? Maybe maybe the weight cut was just draining him a little bit.
Extra 10 pounds is insane.
And obviously,
guys.
You could also just say, oh, maybe Smotherman is just not the level of competition of those two guys he fought. Tim Elliott, even at this age, is a pretty legit fighter. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, trying to say, I'm very interested to see what Kai Oskura does in this division. He, like I said, just very clean.
Yeah,
flashy.
fast too.
It's like
very
flashy
fast.
but technical. You know what I mean? Which is the best.
He did everything right on blitzing Smotherland. He probably knows that Smotherland takes a fat second to like get ready, get adjusted, and build the fight on. So Kai just blitzed him fast, and Smotherland didn't have any time to defend. And it's funny though too, because this happened exactly for the next fight that happened in my favorite division called the Fat and Flabby division. The heavyweights. I think they should make these fights only a minute long. I'm just saying.
How many rounds? Or just the whole fight is 1 minute?
10 rounds, 1 minute, 5-minute breaks.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Sergey Pavlovich versus
Allison Texera. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen.
They touched gloves,
fight,
and
Sergey won in TKO'd him in 39 seconds, to be clear.
Touched gloves, won. And then just knocked him out.
Yeah, bro. This was classic, vintage Sergey Pavlovich, bro.
My favorite.
Just walk him down at the beginning of the fight.
My favorite albino gorilla.
Dude, yeah, he is built like a silverback, a whiteback.
I keep seeing, if anybody sees those funny videos that like on my reel, there's like all these people eating food in their shower with the lights off and being like how a monkey or an animal feels eating in the jungle. And then I'm like, I think Sergey Pavlovich is the monkey that escaped from the jungle.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, what can I say? Like Taliesin, this was a kind of a crazy matchup. Not gonna lie, bro. Like,
but they were building up Teixeira like he was.
You're right. They were trying to build
such a high level.
And I'm like, I said this last week. This guy went to a decision against Tai Tuivasa.
No one does that.
He's not beating Sergey, bro. Like he's one of these guys that is like, if it was a different era, he would be a heavyweight champion. Honestly, like he's that good. I mean, who has he lost to? I think it's literally, at least I know he was in the UFC for a little bit, but in his recent run, he's only lost to Volkov and Aspinall. I'm pretty sure he's knocked the hell out of everybody else. I mean, he's 21-3. So yeah, I'm pretty sure his most recent losses is Volkov and Aspinall, which is nothing to scoff at all. And this guy's just a certified staple in the top 5 of the heavyweight division at this point. I have no idea who he's gonna fight next, but we will have to see. That heavyweight division, as always, is just kind of a mess. So, but he is certainly a highlight of the division, I would say. I think Sergey Pavlovich is like, this is what people want to see.
Yes,
from heavyweights.
Absolutely.
He's not fat and flabby.
No, he's built.
He has knockout power. He doesn't have super terrible cardio. And he can wrestle, but when he does wrestle, it's not like I'm tired and I'm just going to lay on top of you. It's like I'm going to drop bombs. You know what I mean?
I like that. He's kind of like the improved version of a prime Derek Lewis.
Yeah. I mean,
like with a little bit of like that grappling aspect.
Sure.
With the cardio tank that potentially could take him into a 5-rounder in a championship main event fight.
Yeah, I would be interested to see how he does in a 5-round fight, but I mean, probably wouldn't even get to see those later rounds with the way he just usually finishes people early. Speaking of early finishes, we got Alonzo Menafield versus Zhong Ming Yang, and I gotta wave the white flag on this one. I think me and Juan, along this co-main event and the main event that we'll get to, we were in heavy disagreement. I thought Zhong was gonna take this one. I feel like I've been underrating Alonzo Menafield. I mean, I don't think he's like anything crazy, but he's a legit fighter.
He kind of looked kind of legitimately crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
He did.
The way he was fighting, Zhang tried his best to have.
He's trying to keep him off of him. Yeah.
Menafield kept uppercutting him.
Yeah.
To
find those angles.
Bang, and then the bang, and then the bang, and then the bang, and then he fell down, and then he got back up, and then bang, and then
bro.
Bang.
He was kind of like bullying him in there. Not gonna lie.
It was insane. Zhang tried to run away, and he just got him again.
Man, Zhang was kind of hyped up in this division, but like, I don't know, bro. With a loss to Johnny Walker and now Alonzo Menafield, I'm like,
Nah, it's hard though, because now he looked kind of dumbfounded with some of the skill
Yeah,
set.
that's what I was gonna say. He looked
Like-
a little bit like what, like just he was not expecting that.
Yeah,
so quickly.
and I don't think he was able to get his mind back into like the flow, like
No.
defend.
No.
But the same way that I thought that Manfield was gonna win, I thought Figueredo was gonna win, and going to our bantamweight main event versus Song Yadong versus Davison Figueredo. What's called Finn absolutely obliterated me on my prediction. I thought Figueredo was really gonna be Himothy in this one, but then I forgot that Song Yadong stole the Himothy from the Himothys. So look, Yadong is a problem in this bantamweight division. I don't know why he lost against O'Malley.
O'Malley's just really good, man.
Yeah, I know, but like
Yadong is. I'm telling you, I said this in that O'Malley fight, and I'll say it again. Like he has really good striking. He's super well rounded, very athletic, great cardio. He really has no deficiencies anywhere, I would say. But I just think he struggles against these guys that are just the best strikers in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He lost to Peter Yan. He lost to O'Malley. You know what I mean? So I just feel like these guys that are a little bit kind of rangy. I know Yan is not that like long, but he can still really, fight rangy. You know what I mean? These masters of kickboxing. He'll have close fights with, but he just gets kind of edged out. You know what I mean? But yeah, he did. To be again, if you guys didn't see, he got the second round submission. It was a guillotine. He did look like he was a step above Figgy, I would say, in some ways. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Figgy looked really good, but I thought it was kind of clear from the beginning that I was like, I think Yadong's got this.
Yeah, same thing. I think Figueredo gave him too much ground a little too early, and he could not get it back. He kept getting closer and closer to the fence.
Yeah, he was.
Like Figgy knew he was a problem, but he gave him too much of his land for him to like push him back even further.
Yeah,
I think Figgy in a cool alternative universe could have played the game a little bit more and like probably got some offense off.
Yeah,
but no, Yadong's mentally was just like, no, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna give you it.
Yeah, and who do you think would be a good next matchup for Yadong here? He's already ranked number 5.
Who's
he just
above
beat
him?
Figgy, that's 7. So the people above him is Corey Sandhagen, Sean O'Malley, Umar, and Marab. Personally, I want to see him versus Umar. I think that would be a good fight. I think Umar just got a fight scheduled against somebody that's like decently lower ranked than him. But I think that Song versus Umar would be a really interesting fight.
Is O'Malley waiting for the belt?
O'Malley's fighting Zahabi for the UFC 250, remember?
Yeah.
Book to face.
Umar would be the best fight for him.
I just think that would be a very high-level fight. I don't know if Sandhagen has a fight scheduled. I honestly have no idea. But anyways, I would say that I think that Umar. I mean, that's kind of like a damn near whoever wins that could be next in line for a title shot. But,
that's what I was about to say.
And that 135 division is kind of getting like top heavy. I feel like there's so many guys that I'm like, oh, this guy could get a shot. This guy could get a shot.
I feel like right now the UFC right now rankings in general is going in like tilt where like damn near everybody is the championship contender.
Yeah, I mean that just goes to show the level of skill that we're getting to in these divisions, which is wonderful. But yeah, comment down below who you guys think Song Yadong should face next, and where do you guys think Figgy goes from here? I still think if he wants to keep fighting, clearly can keep fighting. I think he's like late 30s, but he's still got that skill level. Just probably not against these top 5 guys at bantamweight. You know what I mean? But he still looks good. He doesn't look like he does not belong in there or something like that.
But he does look. You can kind of tell like the weight cut kind of gets to him.
Sure.
Because he looked a little kind of fatigued off the bat.
Yeah.
Pale, like pale.
Yeah, I would not.
He's a brown guy, but he's kind of pale, and you're like, wow, something's wrong with you.
I would not disagree with you. So now we are hopping into our predictions for this upcoming fight night of Belal Muhammad versus.
What's his name?
For a second, I was like, Belal Muhammad versus Gabriel Bonfim. And honestly, guys, I will say this every week, and I'm going to say it this week. This card is pretty good. When I dove into it, actually, I always feel like I can.
It's really good,
pick and choose
Jordan
my spots.
Lovett is in it too. So
exactly, bro. I think he's like the Monkey King or something. I don't know. He got some weird nickname. Maybe I'm tripping. But
what'd you call him?
Oh, that's crazy. Not gonna lie, I didn't even think about that. Sorry, Jordan. Sorry, Jordan. But yeah, I feel like there's a good amount of fights on here that after I kind of like dove into it a little bit. watch some of the clips, look at the Tapology. I mean, I know most of these people, but just giving me a refresher, I'm like, that's kind of an interesting matchup. I wonder how that's gonna go.
It's name for name. It's like it's just I like it and we love it and we see it. It's not like a card. It's not a team. It's a 1v1, and if you're able to look at it like a 1v1 every time when you look at one fight for another fight, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's two people imposing
How is this
themselves.
experiment gonna play out?
And then
The first fight on these prelims, we got Ketlin Souza versus Ariane Carnelosi. This is actually a very fun women's strawweight fight. Both these girls are very mean. Carnelosi is juiced up, hasn't stopped her from losing in the UFC, but a fun fighter nonetheless. Very aggressive, a lot of power. Similar to Caitlin Souza, very aggressive, good Muay Thai in this strawweight division, and I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, just like these girls. And I'm gonna go with Caitlin Souza.
I'm gonna go
unanimous decision.
Ariane, right?
Yeah, Ariane Carnelosi.
Carnelosi. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go with
and
Carnelosi.
that's a fun fight. That's honestly is a solid one. Next up, we got Jaisla Chavez versus Eunice Dubin. Honestly, I have never watched either of these women fight in my entire life, and I looked at their records on Tapology. This is like my favorite thing to bring you guys on this show, other than just what we normally do. These people have some of the most fraudulent records I have ever seen in my life, bro. Like,
brother, when somebody was asking me, I was like, "Oh, how hard does it get to the UFC?" I'm like, "Brother, it's not that hard,
bro."
Some
of these girls, bro, they got some crazy fucking records. Let me just break this down for y'all real quick because I got a good chuckle out of it. So I hope you guys can too. For Jaisla Chavez, who, by the way, is a huge favorite. I don't know why. Maybe Eunice is just that bad. But Chavez's record, okay, on paper, she's 6-0, right? This is her opponent's record when she fought them. First fight, 0-0. Okay, that's fair. It's your fight. You're 0-0 too. Next fight, your opponent 0-4. I mean, I guess that's your second fight.
Yeah,
that's okay, but 0-4 is pretty fucking bad. Okay, next fight. 0-0. Oh, actually, her next fight, it doesn't even say the record, and Tapology says it was flagged by Tapology for issues with legitimacy. Oh. That's her third fight. Kind of strange.
Wait. That's crazy, though, because it was 0-0 her first fight. And then
0-4.
And then it got progressively worse. And then the next one.
Is this real? Is this a fake fight?
And then it got worse than the worst one. That's insane.
Yeah, so her third fight was like,
fraudulent.
is this a real fair fight? Is this an MMA fight? Next fight, 0-0 again.
Oh.
And you're like, okay, it's your fourth fight, but you should probably start fighting somebody with a win. So far has not fought anyone with a win. And she's not going to start soon. Next up, 0-2.
What is going on?
And by the way, beat her by decision.
Oh, my.
Next up, 0-2. Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights in. She has not fought a fighter with a win. Six fights into your career. You have not beaten anyone with a win.
That's insane.
You should go to jail, bro. You should go to federal prison for that, bro. That is absolutely insane. Okay, and then she gets on Dana White's Contender Series, fights someone that's 6-1, actually has a win, and she wins by split decision and somehow gets a contract?
What split decision and got a contract? The industry plant. I'm calling it right now. Industry plant.
So, and just off and I got $100 for Dubin too. Her record is not any fucking better.
Oh,
but I just want to make it clear that just because I don't understand why Chavez she's a huge favorite here. I'm picking Dubin by knockout.
Oh, 100%.
I'm just picking a side. I'm planting my flag. I'm planting my fucking flag against Chavez.
That is funny. That is the funniest thing I've heard all week. And I heard some funny things.
It's going to get funnier because her opponent is not any better.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. We gotta start doing this for some other guys, too.
No, it's rare. And I did it for one of those Juan fighters a while ago. His record was so shit. He actually won and he looked good. So,
no, he lost.
Oh shit! Oh, it was the first guy lost, and then the most recent Juan won.
And we checked it on the first one.
Juan's are 1-1 this year.
1-1.
You got all the wins, but anyways, yeah. And I just always think these little Tapology bites of people that you don't know is always very interesting. Okay, this is really not better at all. We have Eunice Dubon. Let me go through her topology real quick. These are amateurs. Okay. I won't go against her on the amateurs. Her first professional fight. She went against somebody is fucking blaring on their horn outside. Can you fuck off? Anyways, we got somebody. Her first fight, 0-0. Okay, it's your first fight. Yeah. It's your first fight. And her next fight, 0-0. Okay, it's your second fight. Third fight, 0-0. What is going on? Is there a glitch on topology? Fourth fight, 0-0.
And the funny thing is, I know you can find people with wins.
Yeah,
it's not that hard.
Of course. And I mean, she's finishing all of these people, so like you're doing your job, but holy shit, this is crazy.
At least she is finishing people.
2, 3, 4.
Chavez wasn't finishing anybody.
I think she might have been. But okay, fifth fight, 0-0. Fifth fight? Dude, both these people are 5-6 fights in their career, haven't fought anyone with a win. That's crazy, bro. Are you getting fucking picking people out of the crowd?
Bro, she's going home. I'm 6-0. 6-0.
Yeah, and it's like, what's the combined record of everyone you beat? 0-0.
0. That's insane.
Okay, and then she went on Dana White's Contender Series, fought someone that's 5-0, knocked her out, got a contract. Next fight, got knocked out in 1 minute and 40 seconds in her first fight in the UFC.
I'm still going with Dubin.
I'm going with Dubin, bro.
I'm doing Dubin.
Chavez
knockout
got
first
vibe,
round.
Bro. I don't care.
Chavez. Look, she has her
weird
hinge photo.
I don't think I've ever spent more time on the second fight on the prelims of a fight night.
That's insane, though.
I'm going to war on this one.
We do our research here.
Next up, this is a very solid fight at featherweight. We got Jordan Levitt, Mr. Twerk himself, versus Joe Anderson Brito. I definitely am going with Brito in this fight.
I'm going to go with Levitt.
Shout out Levitt. He fought and beat someone that was undefeated in his last fight, which I did not expect at all.
No, yeah. So, and the thing about this is Jordan Levitt's record. He's 13-3. Mm-hmm. You would think that it would be higher on the losses because the way, I don't know, his aura, the way he looks, the way I don't know, something. But it's very impressive because he is a legitimate problem. He's very good in the grappling department. Mm-hmm. We know that much. And the people he's lost to have been insanely advantaged. With Paddy Pimblett being he's so massive in this division, in that division.
That's just a bad matchup for him as well. Yeah. I mean, Paddy is just like, he's lost to. That's actually funny because he is a grappler himself, but his only 3 losses are to like elite jiu-jitsu guys because he's like a good grappler, but he's not like an insane jiu-jitsu guy. His first loss in the UFC was Claudio Puelles, who is like very good on the jiu-jitsu aspect, and then he lost to Pimblett, obviously, and then he lost to Chase Hooper, which is like, okay, you can still be good. Yeah. Like, those guys are not
Chase Hooper's kind of like a one-bag trick pony.
Yeah, definitely.
And if he grabs that one trick, you're finished.
You're fucked, bro. If he gets you back, if he takes your back or puts you in mount, you're cooked. But anyways, I'm picking Brito in this one just because I feel like he is definitely the better striker from what I've seen. I've seen him head kick people. I've seen him knock people out at the UFC level. He is pretty aggressive, good striking. I think he's going to be more physically imposing. But I will say, will I be shocked if Levitt takes him down here? No. Levitt's a pretty good grappler. So I'm going to go with Brito by decision, but I think it'll be a close fight.
Okay.
But yeah. Shout out Levitt though. He's kind of funny.
I like him. I like him a lot. I personally like him. I always thought he was funny. He's very fun to watch and he just like always be doing some.
He seems like a chill guy.
He seems like a really fun guy.
I feel like any man that is both a UFC fighter and acts that kind of like, whatever you want to say, like
spontaneous.
You're very confident in your masculinity 100%. In that way.
Also, Levitt, if you want to come on the show and come and hang out with us, more than welcome to.
I might have to put some glass around him, but I'm just playing. Next up, we got Priscilla Cachoeira versus Chelsea Chandler. Bro, honestly, Priscilla Cachoeira, probably one of my favorite, probably like top 10-ish women's fighters for me right now. First of all, she fights insane. She fights so dirty. First of all, I've seen her eye poke in maybe every fight she's ever been in. Yes, bro. I've seen her in a rear naked choke. And she reaches back and is like, poke.
Oh, yes.
Look, you remember that?
Yes.
She was literally eye gouging the shit out of somebody that was actively choking her. I'm like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, I like that.
She's like the Daniel Cormier, bro. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, bro. She's very aggressive, very powerful and solid boxing in her own right for this division. Chelsea Chandler, who has a record of 6-4, but I would like to point out to you guys that I think
She's
that
not
record,
related to Michael Chandler.
Nah, bro, she'd have to be black to be related to Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
But pull yourself up by the bootstraps.
Sorry.
Anytime I ever talk about Michael Chandler, I feel like I gotta get into my impression bag. But to be clear, Chelsea Chandler, she has a record of 6-4, but I feel like that's a bit deceiving at the UFC level because her losses are to people that are really good. Norma Dumont, who's like probably gonna be a title challenger pretty soon in this bantamweight division. Yana Santos, who's like probably the worst loss she had, but still a quite solid fighter at bantamweight. And then her last loss was Jocelyn Edwards. It's like,
oh, Jocelyn Edwards, my favorite women's fighter right now.
Yeah, she has like 2 like top 5 losses.
Jocelyn, if you're watching this right now, I just want to let you know we love you. I am a fanboy for you, and I know you're gonna be a UFC champion. I'm pushing you all the way, and I'm gonna spread the word right here. Starting propaganda.
That would be so cool if she actually became a champion, because I remember seeing her fight years ago on some London card, and I'm saying this as a compliment. Like,
she was ass.
I thought she was terrible.
100%.
Like, I think she was, honestly. She has improved an insane amount. Like, I was watching her fight. I'm like, this is a low-level women's MMA fight.
That's what I thought,
and now I'm watching. She got it. She had a finish streak, and was it Norma Dumont that she just beat?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. And I'm like, and she won impressively.
Yes, she won with definitive
shout
power
out
and strength.
Jocelyn Edwards.
Yes.
Honestly, I feel like there's no higher compliment that I can give than saying, I thought you were terrible and you're really good.
Yeah.
And I think you became really good, which is even more impressive. But in this fight, this is a weird one.
We're going to the shit. We're going to the shit.
This guy's off his rocker today, which I love it.
I'm sweating.
I think I wrote down Chelsea Chandler, but I'm going to go with Priscilla Cachoeira.
I'm going to do Chandler. Alone. If you lost my girl, Jocelyn, we're going to get you back.
Okay. I'm going to go Cachoeira by decision, but she could get the knockout. She does have power.
I just remember Chelsea Chandler, like she lost him, like Jocelyn Edward aura drips on her a little bit, and she's like, "Why can't you want to be shit?" Bye.
Next up, we got Edgar Chairez versus Bruno Silva. This is a very fun flyweight fight. Whoever wins this probably gonna be sneaking, like getting a top 10-ish, top 15-ish fight next. Bruno Silva, very solid. He's fought really high-level guys. He's one of these finish or be finished guys. Edgar Chairez, I think he had a standing guillotine at one point that I saw that was pretty sick, but also a very fun fighter. And his 2 losses in the UFC, which I would like to point out, are to Tatsuro Taira and Joshua Van. That's his only 2 losses in the UFC. So I feel like sometimes you see these records, but you need the context of this, because that is like you could say that's the best 2 fighters at flyweight if you wanted to, and I would not necessarily disagree with you.
I want Chairez. We need some more he's Mexican, right?
Yeah, it
has to be, right?
He's got to be Mexican, bro. Yeah, fighting out of Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico.
No, it's California.
I don't know why it says Mexicali, Baja California, Mexico.
Oh, okay. No, okay, never mind. That makes sense.
He's born in Mexico. Nickname Puro Chicali. What does that mean?
Puro Chicali.
Does that mean anything?
Yeah, it does. I think it's like a spot.
Oh, okay. But yeah, shout out Chavez. Ain't this the dude that's always wearing the headband? I think so. I think so.
The white headband?
I think so.
Because Brandon Miranda does that too, but they all do it for the Cesar Chavez boxer.
Oh, that's tough as fuck. That's tough as fuck.
So fucking tough.
Honestly, I have no fucking clue who's going to win this fight. I think somebody's getting finished, and I'm going to pick Chavez because he's Mexican.
He's getting finished because he's Mexican?
No, I'm going to pick Chavez. Oh, yeah. God damn. I only do positive profiling here on this podcast.
100%. Also, I think it's a resurgence for the Mexicans right now, and the Mexican fighters are coming back. Brandon Moreno, I'm talking to you, brother.
Bro, we need a Brandon Moreno W would feed families, bro.
I know. Oh my.
We need a win, bro.
He might stop the cartel too from burning everything down.
Give him a step down, but a fun name. Give him like Charles Johnson or some shit, bro. Like I'm trying to see him fuck somebody up. Not gonna lie,
Me
bro.
too. I want that classic Brandon Moreno boxing.
Bro, exactly. That would be a good fight. Not gonna lie. Who just beat Charles Johnson? I don't fucking remember. Maybe do Alex Perez versus Moreno or something like that. You know,
We're putting Latinos together.
Some chill like but he's American Latino versus
you're right.
Mexico Latino. You know.
Yes.
Anyways, next up we got John Giannis, not the Giannis that you love and respect, versus Marcus McGee. This is one of the craziest matchups I have ever seen. Marcus McGee, do you remember who his last fight was? You want me here?
Yeah.
Peter Yan.
What?
And now he's fighting an unranked fighter next. That's crazy.
Peter Yan?
Yeah, and that was a crazy matchup in itself. But he actually looked solid in that fight. But I'm like, how do you go from fighting somebody who is currently the champion to now fighting John Giannis, who is not even close to ranked in this division? Therefore, I'm going Marcus McGee by second round submission. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, like Marcus McGee.
All right. This is a catch weight. Match Chanel. Is that right to say?
Yeah, close enough.
Chanel Alexandro Costa.
Oh, speaking of Matt Schnell, we were just talking about earlier with his banger fight with Sue Majeri.
Yeah.
This is a banger. Matt Schnell, his durability is not good, man. And he's getting up there in years.
And he's a finished or finished guy, but he's mainly a get finished lately because he brings so much violent chaos offense that he does not defend. Yeah, man. And he does get clipped a lot.
And I think that that a lot, he's always can get a win with that much aggression. It's like a damn near flip of the coin. But I feel like when your chin starts going and your athleticism and your age starts getting worse, that the coin starts getting weighted in one side, and that side is him getting knocked out by Alessandro Costa, which I think is what is going to happen.
I'm gonna choose Costa, but Matt, it's always been like a fun to watch in his earlier years. But yeah, man, he's taking so much unnecessary damage.
This card has bangers, bro.
Wait,
this main card is legit.
We got Tafa on the card.
Yes, bro.
We got light heavyweight
like a month ago, bro.
We got Uwa.
Oh my God, Barjanowiecki. I'm just gonna call him Iwo. Okay, Iwo, like a -200 favorite. He's 8-0. He's finished everyone he's ever fought in like 2 minutes or less, around there. Maybe other than like one guy. Versus Junior Tafa, who is 7-5, not as good of a record, has looked decent in his last few fights. He's looked like he's locked in. I think he's proven that he is the better Tafa brother just by nature of having a couple wins in the UFC. And this fight, I think, is closer than the records would have you believe because Iwo is 8-0, Junior is 7-5. I will pick Iwo to win, but my heart wants to pick Tafa.
So don't worry, brother. I'll be your heart on this one because I'm going to pick Tafa.
Okay.
The last fight that he had, the last two fights really, he's been not reckless, and I feel like that's what made Junior Tafa
control the recklessness, which is what he needs to do.
Chaos. Yeah. He's very strong, very powerful. All that knockout power.
Yeah, that second to last fight where he fought Billy Alekana, which is, I think he was like a Samoan guy or something like that, with the braids. They were going to war, and Tafa kind of like tired out, not gonna lie, and then he got rear naked, but he looked good in that fight. And then in his last fight versus Kevin Christian,
that's the one.
He sent the 6'7" guy. He sent that man to Tartarus, bro. Like, and yeah, I think he's looking good. I think his striking is looking more patient. He looks like he's pacing himself a little bit more in there. You know what I mean? He looks to be in decent shape, and I don't know. Although, like I said, Iwo has finished everyone very quickly, but I just think someone that fights that aggressively, Tafa does have good striking, has really good power, good boxing. It's perfectly possible that he could get a knockout in this fight. So I think this fight there's gonna be a first round finish. I'm pretty sure.
Junior Tafa all the way, brother.
Yeah, my heart is going with that one for sure, and that's a very fun matchup. Not gonna lie. Next up, bro, I feel like it's been a minute since I can say that Bryce Mitchell is fighting versus Santiago Luna, and I haven't seen much of Santiago Luna. I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of Bryce Mitchell. Santiago Luna is 8-0, and I feel like because he is such a freaking weird personality, funny but also absolutely insane.
Insane.
Respectfully, is Bryce Mitchell outside of the octagon. But excuse me, all my fault. He is a very, very skilled fighter. Okay, so Santiago Luna, 8-0, 2 wins in the UFC, 1 knockout, 1 decision. But everything before that was quick finishes. Well, actually, no. Some first round, some third round. But I just want y'all to know. Yeah, seems like it. Bryce Mitchell, 18-3. These guys' only losses is his first loss in the UFC was to Ilia Topuria, and then Josh Emmett, and then John Silva. It's like these are the highest level guys, and they have bombs. These are some of the most powerful strikers in the division.
And he's only 31.
Bryce Mitchell, I mean,
but he did put a drill through his nutsack. So.
Oh, we can never forget.
We
will never let anyone
forget.
I tell that to people at the gym, and they're like, "What did you just say? Are you joking?" And I'm like, "No." He he has talked about this. I think he is on video right after that happened. Like, this shit is absolutely insane. But guys, Bryce Mitchell, very legit. He finished Edson Barboza, man. He took down Topuria. Multiple times. He gave him the most hardest grappling which is fucking crazy to think about. I'm going Mitchell by decision. He's a really, really good fighter. He has very awkward striking, but his wrestling is really legit, and his jiu-jitsu is obviously great too. I mean, he has a twister submission, right?
Yes, he does.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I agree with everything you just said, but I stand on 10 toes, and I stand on the business that I said Mexicans are coming back and retaking the entire UFC, which is Santiago Luna is going to knock out Bryce Mitchell in the first round.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't see. He's Mexican, yeah.
He's definitely Mexican.
Fighting out of Tijuana.
I know.
Born in San Diego.
Gustavo, if you're watching this, my brother Gustavo, if you're watching this, Santiago Luna.
Shout out.
Try to see if you can go hang out with the boy.
Dude, guess what this guy's nickname is?
What, Chihuahua?
No, it's like more racially charged than that.
What?
Border Boy.
Border Boy. That's insane.
Crazy, bro. That is absolutely
guys,
crazy.
Look, I'm telling you guys all that. I love it. I love it. I love it. But you got to make sure your nicknames are transferable to the UFC, brother.
Dude, I know John Anik is going to have a field day with that one.
He's gonna be like,
is he going to say that?
No, he's going to be like, Santiago Luna.
Can we get Bruce Buffer? Santiago, Border Boy,
Luna. Dude, that's insane. I got Santiago. How old is he?
21. Oh my god, that's too young. That's a
little too young,
bro. I feel like I gotta fade these 21-year-olds, bro.
I know, but look, I agree. I do agree. Bryce Mitchell, damn near could have been a title contender, maybe a year and a half ago. But Santiago Luna, I gotta rep it. Tijuana all the way. My brother lives over there. My 2 brothers lived over there.
Totally respect
I'm set. All right, we're gonna go to the next one. Light heavyweight versus lightweight. Fars Ziam
versus Tom Nolan. Again, very weird matchmaking. Faraz Ziam is a guy that people are saying is one of the most underrated lightweights, and I can't necessarily disagree. And this guy is on. That's what I'm saying, bro. Faraz Ziam is on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fight win streak in the lightweight division, and I'm like, and Tom Nolan is like just barely even started his UFC career. He literally, he has let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 UFC fights, but it's just like I was thinking that Faraz Ziam is going to be getting like a rank step up in competition, like top 15 guy. That kind of seems what it's time for his career. Like he's on the best streak of his career by far, looking very good in all areas. Pretty sure he's coached by Faraz Zahabi, which is always cool to see those guys doing well. Always fun to see well-known gyms having success. I'm going to go with Faraz Ziam in this fight. I'm going to go with decision. Tom Nolan does seem like a very legit fighter, but this is just a huge step up in competition. Faraz Ziam is very well-rounded, good everywhere, can mix it up. Obviously, great coaches behind him. So, yeah, I'm going to be going with Ziam by decision. Wouldn't be surprised if he could get a finish on the ground, though. Maybe a late finish on the ground. You got anything to say about that one, Juan, or you want to move on to the next one?
No, I'm still looking at my Santiago Luna.
Okay. You could get to that.
But I wanted to check out Tom Nolan a little bit.
Yeah, he's been knocked out by Mata, I believe. And then outside of that, I think he has like 3 or 4 wins in the UFC. But anyways.
But I do some of these guys that Just something that interesting is 40% of his wins were in decision, and that's kind of a hard thing to do with some of the monsters that come in as debut
Especially
guys.
Ziam, yeah.
Ziam, French. Oh, he's French.
Canadian, right?
I think I'm gonna choose Faras on this one.
Bro, definitely.
I think
too much too soon. I think.
And
it
then
just seems like a weird matchup. Not gonna lie.
But I am excited for this co-main event with Brandon Allen at middleweight against Edmund Zabazian. Oh, I'm definitely choosing Zabazian. I love how he fights.
Bro, okay. I had like a premonition when I was like trying to figure out who I wanted to pick in this fight because Brendan Allen, I'm not a huge fan of him. I've hated on him a good bit, but he did beat RDR. Was RDR like dying from fighting so much?
Yes.
I think so. I truly do believe that. But I will not deny that Brendan Allen is a good fighter. He's a very solid fighter. He's beaten pretty legit people at this point. Ryan Day Ritter, Marvin
he
Vettori.
did beat RDR.
He lost to Hernandez and Nasruddin, which two of the best guys in the division. And he's fucked up a lot of people outside of that.
Did RDR retire?
No. That just means that you quit on the stool. Like you can't continue. Lost by retirement. It's a weird wording, but it just means that you can't continue in between rounds or whatever. I'd be so sad. But I'm hyping up Brendan Allen just to give him his props, just so that I can hate on him afterwards. Okay, I'll hate on Edmund too. He was really hyped up coming into the UFC. Then he lost like 3 fights in a row. Derek Brunson, some other people. But he has looked legit in his last couple fights. A lot of early knockouts in a row. And like I think you alluded to, along with you, I'm picking Shabazian in this fight by knockout. Originally, I was like, Brendan Allen, he's better. Edmund gasses. Brendan's going to take him down, choke him out later. I think that's very possible.
I do too.
But honestly, bro, I just got a weird feeling. I got a weird feeling that Edmund is going to knock him out. I just feel like Brendan Allen, I'm just waiting for the day that like the ceiling crumbles on him. I know he's lost to Imavov and Hernandez. That's nothing to scoff at. That's fine.
But it's also like he's getting wins that make no sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
He's kind of like an Aljamain Sterling without having the skill set of Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah, exactly. I watch these fights and I'm like, I know that you're going to get fucked up at some point. I can just feel it in my bones. And I just feel like I could be way off base here. He genuinely could fuck up Edmund Shabazian. Like, it's very possible. Brendan Allen's a legit fighter. But I feel like Edmund is really in a strong place in his career right now. He has a lot of momentum. And I just feel like he's going to piece him up on the feet. I kind of see. And I don't think his like takedown defense is bad or anything like that.
No.
So...
And he's a tall guy.
I feel like if he can catch him early, I feel like if he can catch him early, or just manage his cardio. It's only a 3-round fight. I think this is a very winnable fight for him. I think he could win like a 2-1 decision here, or honestly piece him up on the feet. But take it away.
I got Edmund Shabazian knockout first round.
I do see that.
Yeah,
I do see that.
I feel like Brandon's very. Like, his defense is very wary sometimes. Like, he doesn't defend himself the way he should on the striking level.
This is an upset. So if we get the Shabazian call, I'm gonna be patting myself on the back. Let's go. But that's a very solid co-main event for a fight. I do like that's a very legit.
I was debating it as we were talking about it. I'm like, is this a good co-main?
I think it is.
But I think
Brendan Allen is like a top 6 fighter. You know what I mean? Shabazian's an exciting guy. Yeah. But yeah, next up, hopping into this main event.
Like, subscribe, comment below, hit that notification bell. Let us know what you know so we can tell you that you're probably right. You're probably right. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys are geniuses.
But in the welterweight main event called Belal, remember the name, Muhammad
versus Gabriel Bonfim. 19-1. This is a very interesting matchup to me. Gabriel Bonfim, 28 years old, definitely the younger fighter.
Last 37.
I think the UFC would be happy if Bonfim wins this fight. I don't think they like Belal Muhammad.
No, I
think they think he's boring. I think they think that I don't think they like his politics. I'll put it like that. Which I would jump on the side of Belal. I don't want to get into it. I feel like we're going to get shadow banned on YouTube if I say the country that Belal Muhammad supports their right to exist, which I think the UFC is on the other.
What are you talking about?
Yep, France. Anyways, Belal Muhammad, very solid fighter. The decision machine, insane cardio, had a very impressive win over Leon Edwards to win that belt. Gabriel Bonfim on his side, he has won 4 fights in a row versus Ang Zalusa. Chaos Williams choked him out. Stephen Thompson won a split decision. That was sketchy. And then knocked out Randy Brown, which is a pretty impressive win. This is a very tricky fight to me just because Bonfim is very physically imposing, has good jiu-jitsu,
But Belal
has power.
so skilled.
But Belal is Belal, bro. He's so consistent, bro.
Yes.
I mean, this guy, his only loss in, let's see, boom, 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 boom. Belal Muhammad, his only losses are to, like, in the last years, is to Gary and Jack Maddalena. And I'm like, am I ready to say that Bonfim is on that level? I don't think so, bro. His last loss, other than those guys, was in fucking 2019.
But
bro.
I will say this, though, is Belal in that level anymore. He's 37.
That's true, but
And he has taken some time off, and those losses were not just physically like draining, emotionally, mentally
yeah,
draining.
he did get kind of dominated by both those guys,
Yeah.
Gary
And
and JDM.
in a way that made it hurts. It's such a to lose a belt like that and know that there's no way to gain back to it, and it's kind of
that's true.
a shutout. But
That's true.
so I'm gonna go Bonfim on this one. I think,
Bonfim.
yeah, I love Belal.
Okay.
I do think he's an amazing grappler slash. He was a
Wrestler,
really good
cardio.
UFC
He's
champion.
kind of like the 170 Marab. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, honestly, that's
They're
really
like
good.
the same style, exactly. Honestly,
I just think that his body has taken a lot of damage in the last couple of years.
that's totally fair. And man, if Bonfim wins this fight, I'm gonna be like, holy shit! The welterweight old guard have gotten just carved out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many young dogs in this division right now, and if Bonfim wins, it's just gonna be a laundry list of just people that deserve a title
Everyone's
shot right
going
now.
in my death note.
Because Gary Prates, and what's the zesty big dude?
Chayo?
No. That's at 185. How am I forgetting bro's name? The guy that knocked out Sean Brady.
Oh, Morales.
Yeah. I hate describing him like that, but that's all I could think of. I was trying to word it that you would know. Yeah, Morales, Prates, Gary, all deserve a title shot. Even fucking Sean Brady himself is working his way back in there. And if Gabriel Bonfim beats Belal Muhammad, he's clearly in that mix.
If he beats Muhammad, a former champion, then him and Sean Brady.
That would be good. Or honestly, just because they're going to be waiting so long, it seems like Gary is getting the title shot. I really believe that is going to happen. Prates, I think, is going to wait. I think he's going to wait for a title shot.
I think he should.
I think Bonfim versus Morales would be a really legit fight if he wins this one.
Honestly,
because Brady was like ranked 6 or something. It's not like Muhammad beat it's not like Morales beat like a top 5 guy. I don't think.
Well, I do think that currently right now I don't see Morales losing to anybody until a championship fight.
I don't think so.
It'd be
I
hard.
think maybe Gary. Maybe.
But that it would have to be to such a high level,
staying on the outside.
Well, not mainly just like I don't see Morales losing until the biggest stage.
I think I get what you're saying, man. I mean, this guy he could fight at light heavyweight. I mean, like, he's humongous. He is humongous. I do not understand how.
There was a moment where I thought he was in light heavyweight for like 2 rounds, and I'm like, oh, that's so weird that the other guy moved up to light heavyweight.
He literally looks like he could pick up Sean Brady in that fight and throw him out of the cage if he wanted to, like WWE style.
Dude, that's insane.
Back to this welterweight fight, and I feel like I say this a lot. Obviously, flyweight is my favorite. So many good names. I honestly think that welterweight may have become my second favorite division.
Well, Carlos Prates is in there.
So many exciting fighters.
Gary's in there. Islam's in there.
Bro, Morales.
Your mom.
What the fuck?
What?
But I will just put it like this. He's going with Bonfim. Where I come from, we got a saying. That saying goes, death, taxes, and Belal Muhammad by decision. So
Let's go.
I'm going with
Belal
I know
Muhammad where that is.
By decision, bro. I'm not a betting man at this current moment, but I made some sizable money by betting Belal Muhammad, specifically by unanimous decision a couple times in my lifetime.
Go.
Like, that's just
Except for that Sean Brady fight.
That's true, but luckily I didn't go with I don't think I put any money on that one. If I did, probably would have been on Sean Brady and lost it. But yeah, I got Muhammad by decision. You got Bonfim. You think I'm assuming you would think he's gonna be a finish or you think a decision. I don't know. I feel like beating Bilal by decision. Well, I guess his
Bilal's been
losses
very hard.
were a decision. But I don't
he's
know
a
if
hard guy
Bonfim
to
is
knock
that.
out.
I don't know if Bonfim is like a 5-round decision guy. I mean, if he does, that'll be very impressive. But yeah, Bilal is historically also a tough son of a bitch. I mean, in that JDM fight, he was getting hit with
everything,
freaking baseball bats and coming back for more.
No. I'm still waiting for the resurgence of JDM, brother.
Oh man, that protest fight did not help your case.
No.
But yeah,
I am more of a protest fan now than I am a JDM fan.
That's true. Sometimes you gotta hop the boat and go.
I know.
But we bet on protest. It's not as if you were like, oh, he beat JDM. Now I'm gonna be a protest fan. But comment down below who y'all think is gonna win this Muhammad versus Bonfim fight. And that will be it for episode 20. Like I said, we're going to be having more YouTube videos, so check that out. And we're going to be staying steady with the Reels as usual. Thank you for all the love on the Reels. Means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.
Deuces.